Hello, my name is Edwin Edebiri, and I am the Chief Happiness Officer with the I Am Happy Project and also the Happy Neighborhood Project. I do this Monday morning to help you get the week started on a foundation of happiness. And to me, today I have a special guest, and she is an entrepreneur for 17 years and a spiritual mentor for 7 years. Jen Gilchrist, and I hope I said that right, Gilchrist has gone from struggling single mom to a six-figure business owner, making money doing what she loves and empowering others to do the same. Jen, welcome to the call.
Hi, Edwin. Thank you so much for having me. I'm happy to be here.
Absolutely. I think we are going to have some fun today because we are going to be talking about a topic that really can be as close to the foundation of happiness as any other subject, and that is manifesting and happiness. So I want us to jump right into it. What is important to know when you decide you want to manifest more happiness into your life?
I believe finding alignment to your deeper soul's desires is key, right? Really understanding that you are a powerful creator. By nature, we are all powerful creators, and we're always in control of our creative experience 100% of the time. So when you are manifesting your reality, whether we always are, whether it's conscious or unconscious, and when you can really, truly tune in and find alignment with your passions and your deeper desires, happiness is going to be inevitable at that point. Sometimes I do see one thing where people are seeking to create experiences that they think with their mind will make them happy, right? Whether that's, I'll be happy when I lose the 10 pounds, I'll be happy when I retire, I'll be happy, when my debt is paid off or whatever. Or they may even try to create things to gain approval or things from their loved ones that they think will make them happy. But when we create from that place, I think you will find that when you get what you're creating, you'll find that you're actually still unhappy and unfulfilled. So really the key is tuning into your deeper inner passions and your soul's desires and creating from that place.
Okay, so if I'm hearing you correctly, so we all have the power to manifest things, okay? So now we have to be really careful what is it that we are manifesting, okay? So can you share how to begin aligning with your deepest desire?
Yes, there's 3 things that I find to be very powerful. And the first thing is really getting clarity of your desires. I think sometimes we don't, we're so busy with the course of the day just doing our lives, right, that sometimes when I work with my clients in the beginning, they may not even actually know what their deeper passions are. And so really getting the clarity is the first key. And that does require really quieting the mind a bit, right, going within and tuning in and maybe journaling or meditating on what do I truly desire? What are my passions? And just allowing yourself to really use your imagination to sink into how that is for you or how that could look. And the next step would be taking that clarity a step further. I'll give you kind of a simple example to follow me on. Say I think, I would love to take my daughter on a trip to Europe. Okay, I just put it on my vision board. So I'm clear that I want to take my daughter on a trip to Europe. But if I took it a step further and got clear on my why, so that's the second key, is your why. Well, the why is I want to have, cultivate relationship and bonding moments and memories with my daughter. Like that's really why. It's not so much the trip would be fun, but it's creating that experience and deepening my relationship with my daughter. That's my why. Now, if you go further, the last step would be to feel, right? How do you want to feel is key. So when you can really tune into the clarity of what your desire is, why you want it, and how you want to feel in that experience, that right there is a very powerful catalyst, and it will also help you to get very tuned into those things that you actually do want to have, because you're going to be seeing that, wow, that's going to feel amazing to have those memories and create that loving relationship. That's much more powerful, and that really tunes in your alignment to what it is you want to create. Does that make sense?
Absolutely, and one of the things that I have found, and I've been spreading happiness all over the place, and sometimes the actual journey of just getting clarity, understanding your why and feeling that already make you happy. I guess that's why kids are so happy when you say, "Oh, we're gonna go on a trip." They don't even worry about the destination and any of those things. Just the feeling alone gets you really happy. So I can see why, if you're in tune, with your deepest desire, just the experience already makes you happy even before the actual stuff manifests itself. So the manifesting, the process, I think, is also very exciting. So now let me ask you this. So once you are aligned with your deepest desire, how can you actually begin to manifest this into your experience? Because how do you now translate to that?
Well, this is one of my favorite topics. I love this. So when you're aligned to your soul, right, to really get clear on your desires and feel your why, you're really having to quiet and go within. And when you begin to really get in alignment with your soul, you're automatically beginning to open up your intuition, okay? And you're beginning to learn how to listen to that inner voice and that inner wisdom, because that's where you're getting into the alignment from the beginning, right? So now you need to take what I like to call is soul-inspired action, okay? So we can do all the visualizing in the world, but if we don't start to ground it and take the guided action, it simply won't show up. So really tuning in and answering, like listening to your intuition and your divine guidance, right? I always like to ask whatever your religious, spiritual beliefs are, right? Whether you ask God or the universe or your higher self or your angels, begin to open up and ask for that spiritual support from the universe and begin to then pay attention to the signs and take the inspired action, because that's how you're going to start to call in all of the things that you need to have for what you're asking for.
Okay, wow. This is definitely exciting. Folks, I tell you this. We need to at least just take time for ourselves to really let things sink in. And Jen, I think you've kind of broken it down. One thing that I always like to do with this interview, is I want to leave my audience with something very concrete, something very practical that they can put to work right away. So can you share a few things that our listeners can put into action right away that will support them in manifesting more happiness?
Yes, for sure. I have a few things for sure. So the first thing I would say, especially when it comes to manifesting happiness, is make a decision and a commitment to yourself to be happy, right? Honoring your desires and really taking an honest assessment of how you're honoring your time. One thing I notice is people will often fill up their calendar with too much stuff, or they're shoulding themselves, I would say, things you should do, right? It's really, really important to make time for you and the things that, as I would say, fill up your love cup, okay? So make sure that you have space open on your calendar for the things that fill you with joy. That's important, key number one. Number two, I would say, is actually book time on the calendar for this play stuff, right? We book appointments all day long for clients and doctor's appointments and everything else, but we often forget to plug in the play time. So I actually put on my calendar, I believe this is what helps sustain my success and happiness, is I book in, my exercise Zumba time, I book in a walk. I actually write down and make a placeholder for the fun things, whether that's taking a nap or reading a book or whatever that is that fills you up. And then lastly, I would say really spend some time journaling with yourself, quieting the mind, and even 5 minutes a day of really tuning into what is my soul desire? What really makes me feel happy? How do I want to feel? And your why. And when you start on that journey, that is it, right? Happiness is, we need to cultivate that in our everyday. And so when we create our lives and walk through our life from a place of this level of alignment and truly honoring who we are, life gets really fun. And then, the doors start to open up and you'll start to experience that synchronistic flow and the wonderful guidance and support that the universe is always there giving you. So that would be my 3 things to start with.
That is awesome. Well, Jen, I want to say thank you so very much for your nuggets and your wisdom. Folks, if you have not downloaded our app yet, the Happy Button app, please go to happybuttonapp.com on your smartphone or your tablet, and you can download it. Jen Gilchrist is one of our feature coaches, and you'll see her on the app. And also, if you go to the I Am Happy Project website, she is also one of the feature coaches. You'll see her bio and you see her website. And so if any of the things that she's saying now connect with you, you definitely want to connect with her. Again, Jen, thank you so much, for this information this morning. Folks, just like any other Monday, the way we end with our tradition, and I believe that whatever we focus on is going to grow. And so if you focus on manifesting happiness, guess what's going to grow in your life? Happiness is going to grow in your life. So together, I am going to count 2, and we are going to say Happy Monday to each other to help to spread that focus of energy and happiness to all of us. So 1, 2.
Happy Monday. Yay.
All right. Thank you very much. And you guys stay happy.